Hello, my name is Kat, and welcome back to my Minecraft Xbox 360 world. I'm just here on top of my house with my dog Rufus, just staring at the cliffs, and that's for a very good reason. I'm trying to figure out how I want to connect these paths on my land to those cliffs, so I can very easily get up and down them. I especially want to make- oh, I just fell off. I especially want to make this floating area accessible, because there's no way really to get up unless I, mine into the sides and staircase up, but I don't want to ruin the natural beauty of these cliffs, so I'd rather make a bridge on top of it from that cliff. But aside from that, I really don't know how exactly I'm going to approach it, so I guess we're just going to have to see. Also, I finally figured out how to change the textures of the game, so I decided to go and change the textures into the old beta textures. The most staggering difference has to be the cobblestone. You know, it looks like I stuck a bunch of black paste into all the cracks, but also the gravel is slightly different. It looks a little slightly more purple. The grass is very slightly different, so is the dirt and the planks. Just a lot of minor differences all around, as well as these gold blocks. They're also ever so slightly different. And speaking of gold blocks, that reminds me, I have to go over and introduce the newest game. I have to go and introduce the newest name on the wall of gratitude, that being Darklfwench. They left a very nice comment talking about how they like putting on these videos for background noise while they're playing on their own Forever World, and that they stole my idea for the giant chest. So I'm glad I could provide some inspiration there. Thank you so much for the comment, Darklfwench, and that's why your name is now on the wall of gratitude. Oh, also, one more thing I need to do real quick. I need to introduce my new dog. This is Lachlan. He's just sitting here right next to the lake, being a very good boy. I like to feed him fish sometimes because he deserves it. That's actually a lie. I haven't fed him any fish. I actually don't know if you can feed dogs fish in this game. I'm gonna check, actually. I'm gonna grab a fish from this chest. Do you want a fish, boy? Do you like fish? Oh, no, I just ate it. Okay, so dogs can't eat fish, but you know what? I'm just gonna pretend I've been feeding him fish. You know, sometimes you just gotta do a little bit of make-believe. And with that out of the way, it's time to start staircasing up to these cliffs and mountains and stuff. And by the way, I have learned from my mistakes from previous episodes, and I have actually gotten a lot of materials, way more than I would have predicted I would have needed. You know, I'm just trying to prepare as much as I possibly can, because I really do not want to go back underground again just to grab more gravel. So let's start playing this out. I want to have this path extend out that way, and eventually have it turn left and turn to a staircase to the top of this cliff. I just want to figure out a good place to do it at. I think it would be nice to have a staircase going back and forth all the way up this part here. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and ironically, as much as I just boasted about being prepared, I just realized I don't have stone slabs or stone stairs. So yeah, I better go grab those. Thankfully, I have a ton of cobblestone, so having enough of those will not be an issue at all. Here's my slabs, and here's my stairs. I think I'll make a few more stacks of each. Maybe not a few more stacks, but you know, just a good amount more of each. There we go, I'm feeling a little more prepared, and I feel so ready to start working on these pathways. You know, having an episode entirely dedicated to making pathways isn't the most exciting thing, to be honest, but I think it's important work to do because it paves the way for future builds. See what I did there? Oh, actually, for the staircase, I want to have some planks on the sides to kind of have it match the staircase over there. So that means I gotta go all the way back to my storage room, my storage chest, the giant chest, you know, whatever the hell it's called. I can never fucking remember the names of anything that I build. Let's grab some planks. Planks. I want to make just a little bit more, so I'm gonna grab some birch logs, because I barely ever use them for builds in this version of the game. I always just break them down into more planks, because birch logs turn into oak planks in this version, because there's no birch planks. And as much as I love birch planks in later versions, I gotta be honest, the birch logs are kind of ugly, so I rarely use them in builds. Hell, I think here, for the little pedestals I've put my cakes on, is the only time I've ever used them in a beta version of the game. That's really the only use I could think of for them. Otherwise, they're completely worthless to me. I literally cannot think of anything else I'm going to need, so now I'm confident that I'll be able to get started, and I hope I'm not wrong about that. I want to make sure the creepers aren't sneaking up on me. Okay, I thought he was going to explode. Holy crap. So let's figure out how much the elevation needs to change with each little flight of stairs. So the elevation changes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks roughly. There's another creeper. that I want to make sure doesn't explode on me while I'm in the middle of working. Whoa, that's a deep pit. I did not know this was here at all. I have not been on top of this cliff that much, so it's nice to be able to expand up here. Yet another creeper I need to exterminate. There are so many. There's another one. Get out of here. Gah! It's so scary when they're just about to explode. Really, the best way to kill them in this version is to just go up and spam your sword on them. But sometimes it can be really scary because they can fly around in ways that you can't predict, and it makes it hard to hit them sometimes. So you'll get, like, really close to them exploding, and it just ends up being really scary. But I'm glad I have not experienced any sort of casualty so far. Anyway, I digress. Let's start working on the staircase here. So each flight will be 9 blocks wide. There will be, like, a 3x3 square of a regular path, followed by 3 flights of stairs, and then another 3x3 square, and then they'll connect to one that goes down the other way, yada yada yada. I probably did a miserable job explaining that, but you'll get to watch me build it, so it doesn't really matter. What if I turn this into a lake right here? That would look pretty nice, I think. But before I do anything, I just want to clear a little bit of room. I want to get rid of this hill here, so just in case the path ends up going in this direction, I don't want to have to, you know, deal with the hill later. I'm already out of room in my inventory. I'm gonna make a crafting table and a chest. I want to store any extra little goodies that I collect in there, just whenever I grab them, like these dandelions and the saplings and all the mob drops. Oh, by the way, the sapling is another texture that changed. The colors are a lot more saturated and it's not very detailed. Yeah, I gotta admit it's a little crappy, but, you know, it's crappy in a very charming way. I'm still trying to figure out where exactly I want to position everything here. Actually, I think it might be easier to just have the path go on top of the hills instead of just completely removing them. And it's another 3 blocks up, so I can evenly divide the elevation between each flight of stairs. Each flight will increase the elevation by 4 blocks. You know, I think it's about time I stop explaining what I want to do and actually start doing it. Like, I gotta be honest, I'm spending way too much time yapping. Let's just get this shit over with already. Oh, and there's a bunch of trees in the way too. Ah. The upside with having a bunch of trees is that they're very beautiful, and, you know, it'll be a long time before I'll have to plant more trees to get more wood. But the downside is they get in the way a lot. Oh wait, I'm trying to think a little more. I changed my mind again. I want the path to actually be on this level instead of on top of the hills. So I'm gonna continue removing the hill here. Sorry, I just get really indecisive with my builds sometimes. You know, maybe it would help to plan things out beforehand, but also it's kind of fun not to, just to figure things out on the fly. So I'm just not gonna stop doing things this way. I don't know what you care what you say. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't care what you think. There you go. I managed to say something comprehensible eventually. I still haven't finished editing episode 6 as of recording this, and that was the first time I had my friend Key in a video with me, and I'd like that to be the first of many times because it was a really fun session, and, you know, I'm really hoping that the feedback is positive because I'd love to feature him again more in the future. But what I didn't realize is just how bad my commentary was in that video. Like, I didn't say a lot of things that were very interesting or funny. There was an occasional good thing here and there, but mostly, I could have done a lot better. I think just having to commentate for another person threw me off a little bit. That can be pretty hard to do. And also, I think I just got a little bit too focused on the build. You know, it's a balancing act with doing commentary. You know, you don't want to get too focused on what you're doing. Also, I forgot I was going to be building stairs, so I just started putting gravel along here, and that was the wrong thing to do. I want stairs here, and then go down another couple of times here, just like that, and then these next 3 squares is where it's going to turn back into the gravel, and then flatten out and curve around and turn to more stairs. As I was saying before, I want to do a better job with my commentary this time, because I just always feel like I could do a little better, you know? And doing commentary is hard, you know? You have to think about things to say for multiple hours straight. Filming episode 3, that was a 6-hour-long recording session, because I kept getting interrupted with things outside the recording session. I had to get up and do a few chores at one point. There was just a lot of stuff I had to do and just step away from my computer. But even outside of that, I was playing for like 4 or 5 hours, and that was 4 or 5 hours of having to talk constantly. I'm surprised my throat didn't start hurting after a while, but also I just ran out of things to say. Like, I feel like I ran out of steam at a certain point. Yeah, commentating is hard. You just need to talk and talk. You need to think of things to talk about. I don't think I did too bad of a job commentating in that video, but you know, I think at a certain point it was pretty clear that I was just out of it from recording. I was very happy to get done with that and then just go to bed afterwards. But yeah, I digress. Episode 6, commentary wasn't all that great, to be honest. Sorry if you didn't like that episode very much. I hope that doesn't ruin your confidence that future episodes featuring Key will be just as bad. I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad episode, just it could have been better, honestly. Then again, I haven't released it yet. I don't know what you guys are gonna think of it. I'm still in the midst of editing it, so I'm kind of speaking pretty confidently for an episode that hasn't been released yet. Also, there's a bunch of gravel in the ground here. Gonna take some of this. This time around, I'm really putting some extra focus on my commentary, and you can probably tell that I have been talking louder. I've been trying to enunciate a little better. I've been stammering less, which is something I'm happy about. I think today, with just yet another little landscaping, path-making project. It's pretty simple and allows me to put some more focus on my commentary and to kind of practice doing commentary. I'm just hoping that I get a little bit better each episode. I'm gonna put this dirt away because I want to make some room for some shovels. I only grabbed one shovel and you know, no shit, that would not be enough for this project. I don't know what I was thinking. God, I didn't expect it to be so hot in my bedroom. I don't understand why the temperature in here is just so variable. Like, I can never do anything that consistently changes the temperature in a certain way. Like, I always shut my door for recordings, and sometimes it makes it cold as fuck in here. Otherwise, it feels like I'm sweating my ass off, such as right now, for instance. There we go. Here's all my shovels. Here's all my good spades. But yeah, it's real hot in here, and I might have to crack a window. I mean, the fact that I wear hoodies all the time could also be a part of it. I'm a big hoodie wearer. I wear them like every day, even in the summer. Like, I love hoodies. If you ever get to the point where you know me in real life and you want to get me something for my birthday, get me a good hoodie, because I'm gonna absolutely love that. Or just buy me a hoodie at any time, you know, just send me a hoodie. I'll put my address in the description so you can send me free stuff. Give me your money, give me your cash, give me your money, too lazy to get a job. Give me your money, I'm not being funny. Give me your money today. If I ever get to the point where I can make a Patreon announcement video, that's what I'm gonna sing. Alright, so I've built the gravel this way. Now I can have it curve around and staircase down this way. Of course, I'll have to dig out a lot of earth to be able to do that. Man, I feel like this whole video is really just gonna be the battle for inventory space. I have so many materials in my inventory. Why don't I just put some away in the chest? What am I doing? I don't need to carry everything on me at all times. Like, really all I need on me right now is just, I don't know, a stack of each block, maybe 2. Here's the wood. Here's the gravel. Here's the slabs. I'm not gonna need any of them right now because I'm using stairs and not slabs. I think this is all I'm really gonna need for now. That clears up way more space. I feel like I was talking about something else before I started talking about my inventory space. I don't know if I did, but if I was talking about something else, I just completely forgot what it was. Ow. I broke my legs. I'm gonna truck on anyway because there's work to be done. Broken leg never stopped anybody. You know, I was gonna make a joke about, like, that's my impression of a boomer, but then that made me remember an instance where I called my grandfather a boomer in a really insulting way, and now I'm feeling really guilty about it. It's just one of those many memories that makes me cringe when I think about them. I'm sure you have plenty of your own as well. Everyone has them. There was one time in middle school where I accidentally yelled something really racist in the middle of class, and I'm not going to elaborate any further because if I did, you would probably think I'm actually racist. Like, it was legitimately really bad and just a complete brain fart that led me to thinking it and saying it. It wasn't even a thought that was intended to be racist in any way, just me being completely terrible at articulating my thoughts. But even with that kind of preface, I still feel really awkward telling the story, so instead, I like to keep people wondering by saying, I said this really racist thing once, but I'm not going to tell you. So now I want to build the wood around the sides, and I'm gonna have to run back to my house to sleep really quick. The The moon? The moon is so beautiful. I don't know why I said moon. The moon is so beautiful tonight. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's back to work I go. I think what I want to do is make this little wall here, turn it into planks, and then put logs along the top right there. It's so hard to reach. I'm too short. Alright, I got it. And then turn the rest of this into planks. I can never really predict how long it'll take me to do a build so far when recording this series. Like, I thought with the giant chest, the outer frame would take me like an hour and a half or something. Maybe closer to an hour. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what my prediction was. But no, I think I had that done within like 45, even 30 minutes, possibly. Meanwhile, right here, I'm 36 minutes into recording, and this is all I really have to show for it. But, you know, I also spent a lot of time standing completely still and thinking. So, you know, that's probably a good reason as to why it's taking so long. Luckily for you guys, you don't have to worry about any of that because I can just cut out all the times where I'm standing completely still like an idiot and not saying a single word. Alright, that's looking nice so far. I have to replace this wall over here with wood as well. That's right. And there we go. I think that's looking pretty great. And of course, I gotta light up this path like nobody else. Oh, make the jump! Okay, I made it. Woo! Fuck! You know, I was wondering for a little bit when I was going to be surprised by a creeper, and apparently that was the time. Like, a minute after I had that thought. That was really painful, too. It knocked me all the way down the cliff. And now you know exactly why I wanted to path up to those cliffs and light them up. Because then shit like that's going to happen, and leave me completely injured. So that's a new hole I have to get repaired. That's gonna be fun. You know, I really need to make the creeper population extinct around here. I need to hunt all the creepers until I'm the only one left. I'm really glad it only managed to blow up my crafting table. Can you imagine if it blew up my chest and just the stuff inside went flying everywhere? I'm gonna go into third person, because I want to keep an eye out for any more creepers I might try to sneak up on me while I'm trying to repair the ground. Alright, I think that's fine. Oh, my eye is so itchy. Y'all, do you think I have pink eye? Leave a like if you think I have pink eye. So now I've completely forgotten what else I wanted to do. I think the staircase is pretty much done. I think I just gotta pave the way back to the original path now. I need my slabs, I gotta grab those as well. Man, these stairs make it really quick to get up and down. It's so nice. It's getting dark again. It takes so long to get back that by the time I finally manage to reach my bed, it's dark enough to spawn mobs and a bunch of creepers spawn, and they start devising the master plan to take over the world, which I guess in their minds means blowing me the fuck up. Ooh, an egg. I now must protect it until the egg hatches and the bird inside thinks I'm its mother. And then I'll take the little baby bird and leave it in an alley somewhere so I never have to think about it again. That'll be the ultimate twist on the taking care of an egg plot. There's an episode of this cartoon that I really like, made by Rooster Teeth, called Camp, where they do that exact kind of taking care of an egg plot. And it ends with the platypus that laid the egg, eating the baby platypus that hatches from the egg. I don't have a follow-up, I just kind of wanted to mention that. It's something I thought about. All I can really say is watch Camp. It's a good show. Ugh, I fell. I might have to consider putting some guardrails along here. That's a serious ankle hazard. Oh yeah, I forgot I was paving this path down here. I kind of forgot about that. And that's one shovel down, 3 to go. I don't know why I phrased that like a hitman or something. I've killed 1 shovel, now there's 3 to go. I'm what they call the famous shovel murderer. Shovel serial killer. I'm a serial killer who specializes in killing shovels. Gotta break all this ground along this way to make it connect over there. 2 more shovels to go. That 1 shovel did not last very long, but then again, I'm digging up a lot of ground. Oh, I found another egg. Now I have 2 baby birds that I'll eventually be able to desert. And by desert, I mean leave behind. I do not want to have them for dessert. And that's not because that's too far for me. That's simply because I am not hungry. That's another stack of wood gone. I have a feeling this is going to take a lot more wood than I even overcompensated for. Placed the gravel in front of me. And then there's another stack of gravel gone. Now I gotta go grab more. Man, I'm weird. I'm so kooky and crazy, guys, you wouldn't even believe how strange and odd and off-putting I am. I'm just so quirky, guys. Holy crap. I'm so quirky that instead of saying shit, I say shiz. Oh, wait, I just said shit. Well, shit. Oh, I said shit again. Well, shit. Oh, I said shit again. Well, shit. And there we go. That's a big section of path that I just finished, as well as a staircase right there. Time to run back home because it's getting dark, and I'm afraid of the dark. Get in my bed. I'm safe in my bed. All right, yeah, I'm going to crack a window now. It's getting to the point where it's just too hot, man. I could probably fry an egg on my desk right now if I wanted to. Maybe that's what I'll do. Instead of waiting for these baby birds to hatch and leaving them in an alley, I can just cook the eggs. Scrambled eggs with a little bit of meat on the inside. You know what I just realized I haven't used in any builds yet in this world? I haven't used stone slabs. I kind of forgot they exist. I gotta use them in a build one day. This pit is dark. Man, I got a lot of ground to clear across this cliff. I figure what I can do to start is to just clear all the trees that'll be in my way. And from there, I can figure out how to shape the ground that the path will be on. Oh boy, here's a big tree. Time to work on this for the next hour. You know, these big trees look nice and all, but they're a pain in the ass to get rid of. Like, I imagine at a certain point, I'm just gonna start burning them down instead of spending come on! I wasn't done yet. You don't need to kick me out of the tree. Flint and steel. Burn down tree. Very good. Easy solution to annoying problem. Me think, why waste time say lot word when few word do trick? I'm gonna clear this little line of trees as well, just to kind of clear the view. Move out of my way! All of you, I'm just gonna throw you off the cliff, cause that's funny. Get out of here. Get out of my sight. That was therapeutic. I ought to do that in real life with real cows, because real cows are bitches. Why does it make you suffocate? I don't understand. As I was saying before, I want to clear these trees so you can actually view everything in this land over here when you're up here on this cliff. And also, it's important to get these trees over here out of the way so I can actually make room for the bridge I'm about to build. Actually, I'm wondering now how I'll manage to do this, because there's not really a way to make a straight shot from one side to the other. I'll have to go diagonally. I already wasn't confident I could make a very good looking bridge between these two cliffs, but now I'm even less confident because I'll have to create a diagonal bridge. So that's something I can worry about later. Now I can admire all this clear space I have now because I got rid of all those trees. Remember, kids, deforestation is morally correct. It leaves more room in the world for humans, the only important species on Earth. Man, I can say some horrible shit in a joking manner sometimes. Ooh, something I might want to do eventually. So I already mentioned earlier that I want to turn this little weird hole here into a lake. But what if I had it tunnel through here, and then on the other side, how do I get out here? On the other side, it came out as a waterfall. That would be really nice. I gotta do that eventually. Hell, if I have time, I might do it today. Who knows? I don't think I'll have much time, but you know, just pondering, just in case I have more time, just saying, just putting my foot in the door. I mean, I would like to be done recording, sooner rather than later, because it's New Year's Eve as I'm recording this, and I want to go celebrate with my family. And I thought this would be a shorter recording session, but I'm not nearly as far along as I thought I'd be at this point. Oh shit, wait, it's getting dark. I gotta go back and sleep. God damn it, I noticed way too late, and now when I wake up and go back to work, there's gonna be a bunch of creepers waiting there to ram their explosive dicks into me. I didn't need to make that as graphic of a description as I did, but too late to unsay it. It's a real shame that wolves can't attack creepers, because if they could, then I'd take them with me everywhere. Hell, I'd take them with me during the nighttime, but, since the monsters can attack them and they don't have that much health, and it's hard to carry a bunch of meat on you to heal your dog, especially since the meat in this version doesn't stack. Yeah, I'm too scared of my dogs dying to a skeleton or a zombie, so that's why I never really take them with me. They're nice to have, though. I like setting them down around the place, having some cute little peppy faces that I can look at during the day. Get out of here! I want to search extensively to make sure there are no more creepers waiting for me to come out so they can pounce. Ooh, look at this nice little area. This is very lovely. It's not too far from the edge of the cliff over there either. I could turn this into something one day. I mean, I don't really have any ideas off the get-go, But, you know, I gotta keep this place in mind when I'm thinking. I mean, it's not really a problem. I have enough ideas already. I have enough to bring me all the way up to episode 25. It's gonna take a long time to get around to doing all of them. But I'm excited for the day when I eventually get to do all of them. Of course, I don't want to spoil any of it right now. You're gonna have to wait and see all my ideas come to fruition. Like, I think the only other person I've talked about all these ideas to at this moment in time is Key. He's the only other person who knows of my plans for this world in the near future. So let's have it elevate up right here. I placed it wrong. I don't know why I make such a big deal over one misplaced block whenever it happens. Oh no, I've misplaced one dirt block. It's the end of the world. Staircases, staircases, staircasing up. And now we're up. Tell you what, I want to get rid of this hill because it's going to create another situation where the path like goes up and then goes back down again very shortly after. And I'm not a big fan of when that happens. I just generally want to flatten, that's the word, flatten. I want to flatten this area out. I might have to go back for some more shovels in a bit. Just tons and tons and tons of digging. Maybe I'll be able to finish this hill off with my last shovel. We'll have to see. I must pray to the shovel gods that this one measly little spade will bring me the rest of my desires on this day. And it looks like the shovel gods have smiled upon me on this day because my shovel is still standing. I don't know why it's standing. It does not have legs. It shouldn't be standing, but it is standing, and it is scaring me. So now I have this huge, flat little area to extend the path across. And I don't think this shovel is going to last through this full section here, but we'll have to see. And it has not survived. I must go get more shovels. Fun times. I don't know why I'm walking in this direction. There's no way to get down from here. Oh, I just had an idea. If I can manage, I could have a bridge leading from this island to the side of that chest over there. Have it lead into the 4th story. That might be kind of interesting to do. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to stand still for 15 minutes straight and think about it. And waste a ton of storage space. It's also getting dark, so as I walk back, you know, it's about to be the perfect time to go to sleep. Hello, giant chest, my friend, the giant chest. Boy, do I love giant chests. Shovels! Might as well put some stuff away here while I'm at it. Put the seeds in here. Bones, put that away. I have a ton of dirt that I could stow away right here. Just get rid of all the dirt that's taking up valuable inventory space. And back to the house I go before creepers spawn. Let's hurry. Me. I might have made that joke in the previous episode, but I don't remember. Let's see, how many creepers spawned up here? At least one zombie spawned up here because there's a feather on the ground. Oh, and some more feathers. I don't see any creepers. It's very convenient. Oh wait, did I see something over there? I feel like I saw like a head peek out from above the ground over here. I guess not. Sometimes I swear I'm just going insane. Alright, whatever. No time for questioning my sanity. We have ground to dig. The rest of the shovel was able to make it through that area. Oh man, I'm starting to get low on wood and gravel. Once again, I really do not want to go back to the mine to get more, because that would be really severely annoying. I mean, at the very least, I was able to chop down enough trees up here on this cliff to where I think it's going to last me for the rest of this episode, but I'm not so confident about the amount of gravel I have. I guess the only way to find out if my gravel stash will last me is to use all the gravel. So let's place it all. I had kind of a dumb thought. So you know in Mario Maker, while you're making a level, then the game will say like block or, you know, Goomba, just like there will be a synthetic voice singing, like, the name of the thing you just placed down to the tune of the music. Imagine if that was the case for Minecraft. How old would that get? How quickly would that get old, I wonder? Just imagine, like, gravel, 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 wood, 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 wood. If that was one of the changes they made in the Adventure update after Beta 1.7, then I think the game would have died very quickly. Also, this is my last stack of gravel. I'm getting getting the feeling that I'm gonna have to go down to my mine and grab some more. And that really sucks because I thought I had enough, but I don't. I mean, I do think I have, like, another stack and a little bit in my gravel chest, but I don't know how long even that's going to last me. So now I have to confront this issue with the bridge that I need to build. I have no idea how to go about it. Gotta be completely honest. Thinking I'll just have to be like 1, 2, 3, that, and that, and that. Kind of like that. I don't know. I guess it's gonna have to do like that. I guess I don't really have to make the design too complicated. And get this tree out of the way. Ah! Why is there a hole there? Now I have to walk all the way back up. Actually, I think there's a kind of not so steep slope over here that I can walk up. Yeah, there we go. Never could I have predicted that breaking that leaf block would send me down this hole that would lead to my near demise. Alright, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. I really don't have any ideas for how I could improve it, so I might just ask Key to do it for me. So now I just gotta connect the path from here to over there, and I should start running back home because it's getting dark. Ow, I stubbed my toe. Man, I'm really glad I figured out how to change the textures because I love the old cobblestone texture. The cobblestone texture native to this version is fine and all, but it just looks a little bit too smooth, to be completely honest. I really like how rough this cobblestone looks. Like, it genuinely feels like cobbled stone. You know, stone that was cobbled together. Kind of like the programmer textures. Very cobbled together. I think I slept early enough to prevent anything from spawning in the night, so I believe I'm clear of any creepers I have to deal with. I really hope I'm not wrong on that. I want to flatten the edge of the hill right here, just so there's an easy spot to descend from that path. I'm fearing how much these sentences I'm constructing make sense again. Like, how well am I elaborating my plans? I really don't know. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably doing fine, but you're naturally gonna have a negative bias towards your own work. So of course, I'm going to feel like I'm doing a terrible job and I should have never started doing YouTube in the first place, and I should just hide in a hole forever and never come out. All because I used the word really when the word very would have felt more natural there in that sentence. Do I want to have the gravel path keep going diagonally to connect back with the path over here? Nah, I'll just have it connect back normally, and then I'm gonna have to kind of build a ledge over this hill over here. Just kind of like that. I really hope it doesn't end up looking too weird. And then I want to have another flight of stairs going down this way. So it's going to send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks once again. So I'll have the stairs break off from this part of the path right here. I'll have to put some dirt underneath just to make sure the gravel doesn't fall. Oh god, was that the last of my gravel? Was it really? God damn it! Let's see if I have some more in my giant chest. I blame this all on you. Yeah, I only have a stack and a bit left. That's not going to last me very long. I could always grab that gravel right there, but I really don't want to disrupt the natural look of these cliffs. You know, I want to preserve them as well as possible whilst building over them. I know what I'm saying is pretty contradictory, but don't worry about it. Alright, I'm just hoping this lasts me long enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to hope for anymore. I lost all hope a long time ago. Oh, it's starting to get dark again. Time to run back home to my cozy bed. Snuggle up under those blankets. There's a skeleton burning up over there, so that means I waited too long to sleep, and there might be creepers up there that I have to deal with. So I better keep an eye out. Looks good this time around. Time to continue on this staircase here. I mean, I haven't really started yet, to be completely honest, but you know what I mean. Oh, what the hell? It didn't play the block placing sound or the block placing animation. That was really strange. Oh, I'm out of wood as well. I gotta go grab some more. Well, it doesn't really matter. I only have 10 gravel left. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just gotta go down and grab some more gravel. So yeah, I just gotta put all these materials away and then go deal with that nonsense. I got more gravel than I thought I would need, and I still didn't have enough. I should have listened to my dying grandmother's last words. She knew this day would come where I would run out of gravel. Hi-ho, hi-ho, It's off to the mines I go to get some gravel that I need to finish my project today. I couldn't think of a word to rhyme in time, and there are slimes down here. Get out. This is not your home. Please let me punch you. Why are you able to hit me from so far? And actually the question is more like, why can't I hit you from so close? Haha, you can't reach me in here. But I can't reach you for some reason. Seriously, what is this shit? I don't understand. There, finally I got a hit on you. Come on. Come on. Let me get a hit on you. Please. There, finally. Slimes in this version are just so stupid and broken. But at the very least, I have a ton of slime balls now. Alright, now it's gravel time. Where can I find the gravel that I need? How long will I have to walk for? There's gravel around this lava here, but I imagine it'll be pretty difficult to grab it all. Give me that. Thank you. Just break in place over and over, and that's how you do it. One of these days, I just gotta log on to this world and just spend an entire session gathering gravel down in these mines. I don't know why I bothered to try and get that specific gravel, because it just ended up going to the lava. Where else could one find gravel around here? Right here. But of course... no lava allowed. Gimme that gravel. Gimme. Oh, lava. Alright, that's a little over a stack, but I imagine I'm going to need a lot more than that. I'm just gonna get, like, 5 stacks or something. I don't know. I'm going to need a lot of gravel. Flashbacks of the previous episode where I had to go down to the mine, like, 3 different times, if I remember correctly, to grab more gravel. And I really don't want to repeat that. I already repeated 1 trip. I don't want to repeat 2 more. Hup! Skillful torch placement. They call me the torch placer. My skills are specialized for placing torches at opportune times. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a dungeon here that I found once. It was a zombie dungeon, right? Maybe I ought to do something with this someday. I don't know. More gravel right over here. Perfect. Oh, and here comes the water, flooding all of this area and turning all the lava into obsidian. Oh wow, it's actually kind of helpful because it turns the lava into obsidian before it can eliminate the gravel I just dug up. Oh, there's more up there. I didn't even see that until I, like, bobbed in the water a little harder than usual. Oh, what did I just reveal? There's a cave right here. An unexplored strip of cave. It led nowhere. There was nothing worth grabbing in here. Except for a bit of coal, I guess. You can never have too much coal. Shout out to anyone named Cole watching this video right now. Why is it that there are certain names? Like, no offense to anyone named Cole, but I feel like I've never met a Cole who wasn't just an asshole. An asshole. But, like, there's just certain names that just have this sort of vibe to them. Like, has there ever really been a nice Hunter? Once again, no offense to anyone named Hunter watching this. Just the point is, certain names sound dickish. Just something about them. Though, on the other hand, there are some names that just sound, like, really nice. Like, it seems like you would never meet anyone named a certain thing that would be mean in any way. Like, I feel like every Levi I've ever met has been really nice. Also, I might be a little bit lost in my cave here. Oh, but silver lining, there's some more gravel down here. What else in terms of names that just sound really nice? I can't really think of anything. Levi is the only name where I could say, I feel like every person... Oh my god, diamonds. Once again, I have proven that digging up this gravel will lead me good fortune. I digress. Levi is the only name I can think of that just inherently sounds like the name of a nice person. I can't think of any other names like that. I don't know if it's just my pessimism, but that's the only name I can think of. If I had a nickel for every time I was talking about names while digging up gravel during this series, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice, right? If I remember correctly, this little fork here only leads to dead ends. Oh, but this dead end has some more pebbles in it. I love me some blocks of pebbles. What's your New Year's resolutions, everyone? The New Year is upon us. Like, it's about to be the New Year as I'm recording this, and it's already become the new year by the time this video has been released. And I'm just realizing I don't really have a resolution or anything. I mean, I was never one to come up with resolutions, I guess, so it's not out of the ordinary. I'm just considering, like, should I come up with a resolution? Like, should I have an actual goal for this year? I mean, whatever I come up with, I'm probably not going to remember it for longer than a day. But I don't know, just some little thing to show that I have something on my mind that I'd like to improve about myself. That's probably, like, the only reason New Year's resolutions really exist, right? It's not to come up with an actual goal for self-improvement. It's just to show that you understand your own flaws and there is something you know you want to improve upon, but it's a lot of work to do so. So you just want to make it seem to other people like you actually do care about improving yourself, you know, without the effort of actually having to do it. I don't know why I'm perpetuating such a negative idea of what New Year's resolutions are. They can be constructive, you know, I'm sure people have actually followed through on New Year's resolutions. I have this one friend, and I don't think they ever said it was like a New Year's resolution, but he did say that his goal for 2026 is to spend less time away from like Discord and gaming and stuff, and to focus more on his spirituality and getting closer to God. And it's not really something I personally understand. I feel like you could have I thought I put my phone on silent. I don't fully understand it, to be honest. Like, I feel like you could have both. Like, as long as you're not letting Discord and video games take up too much of your time, then you could have a life with plenty of spirituality, as well as plenty of what you enjoy, like talking with other people online and playing games that you like. So, I feel like you can have both, but I don't know. I don't know how his personal life is. All I can really do is just commend his efforts, because he seems really dedicated to that goal. So, that's something I can really respect. Maybe that's the key to actually getting goals fulfilled during New Year's. I mentioned before that I'm pretty sure he never said outright that it was a New Year's resolution, just a goal that he has. But he seems really dedicated to it. So maybe that's the key to getting goals fulfilled. You can't call them New Year's resolutions, because calling it a New Year's resolution gives you leeway. New Year's resolutions are infamous for not being fulfilled. So the moment you stop calling it a New Year's resolution is the moment you actually feel like working towards it. Which is why I would like to coin the phrase New Year's non-resolutions. So everyone comment down below, what are your New Year's non-resolutions? Wow, I got into quite a tangent there and got a lot of gravel in the meantime. Nearly 10 stacks. I feel like that should do me good for a little while. The rest of this episode, at least. I just need to find my way back home, and I completely forgot what direction it is. I found another one of these dungeons. Oh, I could eat this bread so I could fill in that little bit of health I am missing. Very convenient. Yeah, I have no idea where I am. I am pretty damn lost, and I immediately lost health again because I took fall damage. I know it's not that way because that's a dead end. Is it down here? Oh, this looks like an area. This looks like a specific area. I think this is where all that gravel was that I dug up underneath the water. Yeah, I found my way back. Hell yeah. Oh, there's gravel right here. Why not? I'll grab this too. What are the odds I find diamonds while digging up all this gravel right here? And look at that, I did not find any diamonds. Disappointment! That last patch got me over 1 stack more. I am definitely good for a while. And right as I get back, it's already about to be nighttime, so I better put everything away super quick and then get to bed. I got tons and tons of flint, way too much. I want to smelt the iron ore super quick, just cuz. And I want to bring some coal inside because I don't know how much coal I have in those furnaces. So I want to check and make sure I get them all full. Yeah, see, I was missing some coal. So fill that up, and fill that up. Get stuck on the bed, and then come in here. I gotta break that bed outside. Well, I mean, at the same time, I gotta figure out a proper place for Key to sleep when he's playing, because this isn't really gonna work. I don't want to break the bed just yet, because I don't know what that's gonna do to his spawn position. I don't know if he's going to spawn, like, all the way out at the original spawn point if he dies, if I break that bed. Well, I mean, I imagine he will. What else would happen? Wonder what would happen if I broke it and then replace it in the exact same spot. Would his spawn point remain the exact same when he joins again? That's something I want to test out at some point. That would be interesting to figure out. I'm gonna make a ton more torches because I have tons of coal and I just made tons of sticks and I don't know what else to do with them. I just want to be set on torches for a while you know, it's annoying to have to make them over and over again, so I want to have a decently sized stash. There we go, that's a good amount of torches. My brain can come up with some properly stupid sentences sometimes. Like, I have no idea why, but I just thought to myself, who came up with the idea for the torch? Who invented it? Any creepers want to show themselves right now? I have a sword and I'm not afraid to kill my own kind. Seems like there's no one around. Coast is clear. Time to go grab all my supplies and continue working on those stairs. I'm gonna have to get underneath. Ow. Alright, dirt just like that so I can put the stairs on properly. How's it already noon? How is so much time already passed? This isn't real. My reality is being fabricated. I'm living in a simulation. And even worse than that, I forgot to grab my wooden planks. There we go. Crisis averted. Oh, well, I didn't mean to fall that far, but... you know, I'm glad it happened, because now I can build this little pillar on the side. What? It look... oh, there's the dirt. It looked like it disappeared. Don't, I fell again. Blah. And I can't freaking jump up a hill for some reason, because my legs are freaking out. I sat on them weird, and now they're just feeling all tingly, and I can't control them properly. I'm down to my last shovel once again. It's starting to get dark again. I better run back. How many different ways can I come up with to say that I need to go inside and sleep? Back to work. Back again. Why am I saying this like a redneck? Get out of here. Get off my property, you frickin' green bozo. Now it's time for the final flight of stairs. The one that will finally touch base with the bottom of the ground. I need more sleep. There are way too many nights where I just don't get enough sleep. And it is not bringing me good things, let me tell you. I really hope I lit that underside area enough to the point where no mobs will spawn. I can hope and I can pray. I just keep placing blocks wrong. Fuck, I can't talk anymore. My brain is melting. Oh, I ought to do this before it becomes nighttime again. I ought to light up all of these pathways I just made because they're still completely dark. Okay, I think I lit up the stairs in a similar fashion to the way I lit up the other stairs. I mean, I guess it doesn't entirely matter if it's the exact same, but you know, I like to have consistency. Every staircase in this world needs to look the exact same. There's no uniqueness between them allowed. Oh, and it's raining. Oh, and I just realized it's actually nighttime. How did that take me so long to notice? These lights are disorienting me. It made me think it was daytime. What am I doing walking along here? There's stairs right over here. I just built them. I'm gonna go use my stairs. Don't shove me, cow. I'm trying to run home. I have to run home before the ice cream I just bought melts. There we go. Ah, my bed is so warm and dry and red. Now I really need to be on the lookout for creepers because it was nighttime for a while there and they had a lot of opportunity to spawn. Turning on scanner mode. Bing! 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 One creeper detected. Sending airstrike. Creeper eliminated. Using scanner again. Bing! Bing! Creeper detected. Joke pursued for too long. Ground exploded. Motherfucker. Alright, that wasn't that hard to repair. Pretty sure I saw another creeper over here. I feel like I did. It's gonna jump out from behind a tree and scare the shit out of me. I really did see a creeper over here. Not the one that just blew me up, but, you know, the one that didn't blow me up. I promise you I saw one. Or maybe I'm just going insane. I have no idea, because I do not see it anywhere anymore. I'm extending this path out this way. It's gonna create like a weird big square right here, but, you know, that's fine. You know, not an issue. Not even worth bringing up. It's such a non-issue, I don't even know why I'm still talking about it. The fact that I couldn't find that other creeper is freaking me out. I, like, keep checking around, making sure it isn't sneaking up on me. Like, I'm seriously really scared for my life. Like, I feel like I'm being stalked right now. Stalked from a distance. Alright, now to turn this wall into wood, and then this stairs will be done. Finished. Completed. No longer a project that I am actively working on. Resolved. What are other ways to say finished? Hey Siri. Synonyms for finished.
Completed, concluded, and consummated.
Consummated. The stairs will be consummated. That does not sound like the kind of word that would be a synonym of completed. Alright, big staircase complete. Now I want to make a bit of pathway spanning across this area here, and then I also want to make that bridge into the chest, because I think that's going to look really cool. Oh no, my last shovel is gone. I better go grab another one. Why did I say that with like a really weird R sound? What am I doing? I very often get the feeling that like I lose control of my mouth while I'm speaking, and if you stammer if you stammer a lot like I do, and there are no shovels in here. If you stammer a lot like I do, then you might understand the feeling as well. You can't control exactly the way your mouth is moving, and in turn you can't control what you're saying, and in turn you can't control what sounds are coming out of your mouth. It's not really like it feels like someone else is taking control of my mouth, like I've lost control of my mouth and it's moving on its own. It's more like it feels like my mouth has gone limp and like, I don't know, it's just flopping around weirdly. That probably made it make even less sense, but that's the explanation I'm gonna roll with. There are only 2 stone shovels in here, and I really don't want to use those, so I'm just going to make a bunch of new ones. That's all my life really is at this point. Just an endless cycle of making a bunch of shovels, running out of shovels, and then going back to make more shovels. Oh, it's getting dark again. I will go home early. I will go home early so I have time to eat dinner with the family. Honey, I'm home. I don't want to eat dinner. I'm going to bed. And then I'm going to have a slice of cake for breakfast because I'm an adult and I can do what I want. Ooh, what's the fastest way to get up? The stairs on the right or the stairs on the left? You know what? I'm going to time both, see which one is faster. From this point right here, is it faster to go that way to get up to that island, or is it faster to go this way? Actually, I just considered that what I'm saying is completely stupid, and of course it's obviously going to be this way. Because I was thinking more in terms of the distance from that point to each of the stairs, rather than the distance from each of the stairs to the island. So yeah, obviously this way is going to be quicker, now that I'm thinking about the entire route at once. As per usual, the first step in any landscaping project will be to cut down all of the trees, because trees are completely useless and they only get in the way. And before you say, but they make oxygen. This is Minecraft. Oxygen doesn't exist. In this universe, we breathe in squares and breathe out cubes. I want to extend the path this way to make like a cool viewing platform. Just a cool spot to see this entire area with. Because this entire area is going to be turned into shit one day. Like, I'm going to make tons of builds over here. Just you wait. Alright, so I gotta make sure the path will be able to go to the center of the chest over there, and I don't know where exactly it is. It's going to be in between those 2 torches. If you're standing on this block, then what's going to be straight ahead? It's going to be that right block, so I'm going to put some gravel here to mark where the center is. I need this bridge to be ever so slightly longer so it will connect cleanly with this island. I just realized I took all my iron with me, and that's going to do nothing but take up inventory space, so that's really great. That was a very well thought out idea from me, the smartest person alive. So this strip that I just dug up is going to be like the wood on the sides, and yeah, it's going to connect kind of weirdly with the bridge over here. So I want the bridge to be wood on the ground, on the floor of the bridge. So I guess it will go like that. So I guess it can be like this, kinda, and then the wood can come around like that, and then curve inwards like that, and be straight all the way this way. Please tell me I have more wood in that chest over there. God damn it. It's all your fault, iron ingots. Get out of here. Actually, wait, no, I want those back. Hang on. I'm too greedy. My greed will lead me astray one day. So, I guess it's time for more wood shot. Well, do I have more wood inside the chest? While I'm heading to the chest, why don't I just build the wood across right now? Oh, wait, it's not going to be level. I should have checked if it was going to be level. Oopsies. That's a problem for later me to fix. Right now, current me is going to go grab some more logs. I have 31 logs left. That's not gonna do. Time for some more supply gathering. Yay, so fun. I shouldn't shake my camera around while I'm on the bridge, because I might fall off. Alright, you forest, you're about to feel the wrath of my axe, which in turn is about to feel the wrath of this forest, because it's low on health and is probably going to break soon. And I also better head back to my house soon, because the sky is about to feel the wrath of the lack of a sun and become dark. And what that means for me is that I'm about to feel the wrath of a bunch of monsters trying to eat all of my organs unless I go inside and go to sleep. This has been part 3 of my tutorial on how Minecraft works. Monsters spawn when it is dark. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you guys. You guys know how this game works already, probably. I don't know, there's a very minuscule chance that someone watching this right now doesn't know how the game works. But you know, it's never zero. I'm really hoping this bridge up here ends up looking not as bad as it does right now when it's complete, because goodness, that looks pretty stupid. I hear a zombie. Why do I hear a zombie? That's not good. Oh, and there's a creeper over there. Oh no, there's a creeper and he's going to blow everyone up. And I killed it. Crisis averted. Where am I hearing zombies right now? Is there a cave under here? Or what are the odds that there's another dungeon? I think it's just a cave. Come on, make another noise so I can figure out where you are, zombie. I want to say hello and give you a cupcake. Yeah, I have cupcakes. Yeah, definitely, I have cupcakes, and I'm definitely not lying to you right now. I cannot find the zombie. Abort mission. Alright, I've ended the lives of several more trees, so hopefully that will provide me enough wood to get through the rest of what I have planned for today. Oh, I didn't think that through. So what I'm gonna do is make some stairs and put them on this side, and they'll lead up to this bridge going across. And then I gotta break all this wood that I had placed down so I can go back up just one level higher. I'm gonna put 2 doors here as well, just so there's a proper entrance. And then let's build this bridge. Alright, let's go down and see how that looks. I don't know. It might help if I add a support beam. And I don't have enough wood to fully complete it. Ugh. Fuck it, I'm stealing some blocks from this side. I'm just checking out how it looks from only one side anyway. And I fucked it up. Hang on. I guess that looks a little better. I have no idea. I have no idea how I feel about it. It might grow on me, but I'm not sure. You know what? No, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm gonna take it down. That just wasn't a very good idea to begin with. Oh man, what a valuable way to spend my time. Oh, and a zombie spawned on top and is currently burning to death. Might as well just make another axe while I'm in here, because this one's about to break, and I imagine that this bridge is gonna do a real number on it. Goodbye, doors. You didn't have a very long life, but the life you lived was... it was a life. Alright, let's say goodbye to the bridge. I freaking fell. I can't even make the jump onto this log. Come on. There we go. There we go. That bridge did not last very long, but now I have a bridge-shaped hole in my heart. Not really, but I think it would be funny to make a commemorative sign for it. I think I'll place it right here. There we go. Now it will be remembered forever. Now let's complete this path. Alright, have it come to here. Now the reason I stop here is because I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to build a viewing platform yet, and I don't want to extend the path too far and have it be in the way. What if I have the sort of rim be built with logs? Maybe kind of like that. I'll have it be like a platform you can step up onto. Also, I built this asymmetrically and would like to fix that real quick. Freaking flower to get out of the way. I gotta go grab some cobblestone because I want to make the floor of this out of cobblestone. Too bad I can't get to the chest too easily because I destroyed the bridge, but the bridge looked dumb anyway, so I'm not too sad. Actually, I might grab a couple buckets and make like a little puddle of water that I can jump down to from the bridge. I mean the island. Also, while I'm down here, I just realized I never brought this up. I did that idea that I mentioned in episode 6, and I made this little glass floor to look down on the dungeon. And I even rebuilt the moss stone that I removed and built up some of the walls as well. You can actually go down into it using this ladder, and you can see that I made sure to put back all of the items that I found in these chests in the exact place that they went originally. And it's lit up so nothing spawns, of course, but I might allow zombies to spawn in here. Maybe. Well, okay, I don't know. Zombies can spawn in here when it's nighttime, I guess. Oh, no. The glass shouldn't be able to prevent them from burning in the daylight, right? I guess we can see. I mean, if so, it'll be a very easy, simple feather farm. I could go down there in the morning and collect all the feathers that the zombies drop. Cobblestone. I came down and grabbed some cobblestone. Wait, why do I already have cobblestone? I didn't realize I already had cobblestone on me. Where did I get the cobblestone? Oh, I think it's from that hole I dug to try and find the zombie under the ground. So, yeah, I did not need to go down here to get to my chest, except I did because I just remembered that I was going to grab some water buckets and make a little puddle so I can jump down easily. Or why don't I make it a waterfall coming out from the side there? That'll look beautiful. I'll remove that weird bit of ground there and then have it come out from like here-ish, and then it'll fall down to here, and then there will be a pond here for the water to be in. And I want to have it kind of trickle down all these levels. I think that'll look really nice. Let's place the water up here, so now it's flowing down. There we go. And then let's collect one more or two more buckets of water and then make it fall from the cliffside and see how that looks. So where's the center over here? It's above these 2 blocks. Let's get rid of all of this super quick. Put the 2 source blocks in here, and there we go. Neat little waterfall. It's decorative and it's utilitative, if that's even a word. Doesn't look half bad. You know, I could always spruce it up later. Maybe remove these 2 blocks. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But for now, it looks pretty alright. How is it already sunset? I need to go back inside so I can sleep again. Alright, so I have 2 more things that I need to do. I need to make that viewing platform and then connect the path from those stairs on the left over there back to this path corner over there. And I think that'll do it for this episode after that. This shouldn't be too much trouble at all. I just gotta fill in this area with cobblestone. I want to build some fences around the rim as well, so let's make some of those. I believe that should be enough, just like that. And there's a little gap here so you can really get a good view of the place. But it is possible to fall, so I'm gonna place a sign down letting people know to be careful. Alright, there we go. Now there's one more path I need to build, and then we'll be done for the day. But first, I think I'm gonna have to chop down some more trees because I only have 17 logs, and I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't know about you guys, but that just sounds like too low of a number. Just to be honest, like I'm kind of guessing. I'm not too confident in this guess, but I'm kind of guessing that that's not going to be enough. So you know, I'd like to chop some more trees down just in case. All right, I'm hoping and praying and roping and spaying that 112 logs will be enough to make the rest of that path. So it needs to come around this way to make it past that part of the hill that kind of juts out. I kind of want to get rid of this strip of terrain here that's raised up 1 block above the rest, just to make this area slightly flatter. I don't know. Something I'm thinking about. It's getting dark again. It's getting dark again. I'm really hoping this is the last night I'll need to sleep for. Oh, and I need to light that area up on the cliff because monsters are still spawning up there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and do that real quick before I finish this pathway. And then Cat said, let there be light. And then let's light up this viewing platform like so. And then light up the rest of this area real quick so nothing spawns on this adjacent land. And there we go. This cliff is lit. This cliff is on fire. Alright, home stretch, baby, home stretch. I have no room in my inventory for all the dirt on the ground, but that's okay because I have a million blocks of it already anyway. I've decided to commit to the idea of lowering this ground by 1 block, so that's why I'm kind of building this path down, like sunken into the ground. I'm probably gonna do that right after I build this path, and that'll be the end of the episode, unless I feel like just ending it right then and there. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Do I have any slabs on me? I do not. What an unfortunate turn of events. I'll grab some later. I just want to get all this gravel placed down already. How is that stack of dirt moving on its own? That makes no sense. That is supernatural. That is witchcraft and magic and nonsense. Alright, let's go grab those slabs and also stow a bunch of stuff into that chest so I actually have some free space in my inventory. So much dirt. like an absolutely insane amount of dirt. Just so much more dirt than I know what to do with. Even more dirt than the amount of letters in the alphabet. That's how much dirt we're talking about here. On the way back, I want to light up this path. Evidently, that was not the last sleep of the video. Also, mobs are already spawning, so I better run quick. Alright, go fast. Go fast. Oh, also, I want to look at the dungeon and see if the zombies spawn there. Yeah, they do. Cool. Man, I'm running out of cake. I keep losing small amounts of health over the course of this video, and as such, the amount of cake I have is gradually going down. Now let's see if the zombies get killed in the daylight. I just want to make sure that glass doesn't stop them from dying. Looks like it does not. Are there any feathers? Aw, no feathers? What a shame. It's not like I care that much anyway. I've got a million feathers already. I forgot to put the slabs here before, so let's do that. I want to do a little bit more landscaping down here, you know, touch up some of the weird terrain fuckery that I had to do to make the path to work. The torches are going to get knocked down, so I gotta place them again. The torches get knocked down, but I'll put them up again. Look at that, that's 2 cringy song references in one video. I'm on a roll. My nose is itchy. When I'm done with this landscaping, you won't even be able to recognize this place no more. I don't know why I said that like a weird, Western guy. I'm trying to think of the prospector. That's a prospector. I forgot the name for a second. I don't know why I said that like a prospector. Wait, is that the name of like the type of person? I don't even know what I'm talking about. What's a prospector? Hey Siri. What is the prospector? The prospector is a rural passenger train service in Western Australia. No, I don't know why I ever try to use Siri for anything. Prospector, a person who searches for mineral deposits, especially by drilling and excavation. See, I knew that the word exists, but I didn't exactly know the definition of it. I just knew that there was like a certain way for a prospector to kind of act from seeing like little bits of Western things here and there. Especially like the prospector from Toy Story 2. Or the old coot from that one episode of Phineas and Ferb. Don't question why I've brought up something Phineas and Ferb related 3 times in this video. I've got cartoons on the mind right now, alright? I'm gonna watch Across the Second Dimension after I'm done recording this. Oh, I just realized, digging this ground up right here is going to mess with the waterfall that I have going on. Alright, I can fix that. I'll expand the water out to the sides and then kind of like just fix the water up. Just make it work one layer lower. Just tons and tons of digging. Seems like something I've been doing a lot in these videos so far. Don't worry, I don't think the future projects I've got lined up after this should require that much digging. There should be a little more variety in these coming episodes. I heard a cow get hurt right behind me. Hello, did he get hurt? Stupid. Haha, you got hurt, stupid. Man, I could probably build an entire second Minecraft world just from the amount of dirt I've accumulated from this episode. I could build the entire real-life Earth to scale with the amount of dirt I have. I don't think I'm going to need all of this dirt, but just part of me wants to have it. That's just the part of me who wants to hoard everything coming out in full swing. I don't need any more of this gravel, so I'm gonna put it away. And I'm too lazy to go upstairs and put away the flowers and bone that I got. I have enough room in my space. What? I have enough room in my inventory now anyway. It's becoming nighttime again. That's the thing that happens pretty often, it seems. Why does it have to be nighttime so often? Why does nighttime have to exist? Why does God hate me? I only have 2 shovels left. I hope they can dig up the rest of this ground here. I should probably run home and go to sleep now, but I'm so close to being finished. I just want to keep going. Fuck it. I'm digging into the night. I'm going to play with fire, except the fire looks like a night sky. Alright, now to light this place up. Hurry! Torch. 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 Torch, torch, torches all around, torches all around, Tons and tons of torches. I accidentally placed these torches too far apart. Torches, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that song is cringe as hell to sing now in almost 2026, but fuck it. Look, I'm completely fine with saying things from dead memes as long as they fit well in the context that I'm using them in, and it's funny. At least funny to me, anyway. I don't know why it took me so long to decide to get out of third person. Also, I apparently already had torches in my inventory, so I didn't need to go grab more. Except I only had 20 in my inventory, so maybe I did need to go grab more, but not at that exact moment. I don't know why I'm over-explaining this. Let's just get this done already! I might as well just light up this whole area while I'm at it. Not just the area around the path, but, you know, everything over here. Because I never got around to doing that before. Please spare me, skeleton. I did nothing to hurt you. If you're curious why I go into third person so often, it's because sometimes it's useful to get a wider angle. Angle. It sounds like I said a-hole. It's useful to get a wider a-hole. But yeah, sometimes it's useful to get a wider angle for things because you can't really change your FOV in this version. So going into third person can help you keep a lookout for mobs that are coming after you, or maybe it's just useful to have a wide range of vision for a project you're working on. You know, it can never hurt to go into third person when you really need to. Alright, well, the wider angle won't do much if you're looking down at the fucking ground. So yeah, that was really unfortunate, but I think I got this area lit up to an extent that I'm happy enough with. I also want to do some work lighting this cliff up. Oh, I thought the pig was a monster or something, and I got startled. I am such a pussy. I might as well light up this pit as well. I don't want to get into turning the pits into the lakes right now. It's starting to get late, and I want to get wrapped up soon. You know, I don't want to spend my New Year's playing Minecraft by myself. This pit is probably deep enough for me to get away with not lighting it up for the time being. Because if mobsters... If mob bosses spawn down there, you know, with the word mob and monster being kind of interchangeable, why not just combine them and say mobster? If mobsters spawn down there, then they won't be able to get up. And I need to grab more torches. And hey, now I have the waterfall, so I can just go whee! There, that should be enough to light up the rest of the area I'm focusing on right now. Man, I love my world. It looks so nice. And it's only gonna get better with every episode. I just know it. Alright, if this sheep can move out of the way, I can continue with this row of torches, then I'll do a couple more rows heading into the forest here, and then I'm gonna call that an episode. Oh, that sheep scared me, Jesus. Don't fucking bat at me while I'm working. I want to fill in this weird hole right here. Because it's weird, and it's a hole, and I hate holes that are weird. Yes, the word has come out. I hate holes. I am a hole racist. Alright, I'm gonna do this last row, and that's gonna be it. And there we go, I think that's good for now. Man, look at all these torches, and look at all these paths. Look at everything we did today. I think it took way longer than it needed to, but I'm happy about everything that I got done today. So thank you guys for joining me for even more landscaping. We did a lot today, and I'm very glad that I got all this done so I can finally extend myself across these cliffs. You know, I can traverse around my land more safely. Everything is just a whole lot better. But anyway, that's all from me for today. See ya!